Okay, starting to stream, testing out the starting audio and all of that. Doubling out the starting audio. Okay. Alright, so, with Abyss for the Goth, lots of changes. So, apparently Nora's a little easier to do now. So Spectre, Flood, Okay, that's easy. Sabotage, Syndicate mission, not a big fan. Relics, Halls of Ascension. These aren't really... Oh, Profit Taker. Okay, all of these are a little bit of a pain in the butt. Oops. Hang on, I'm just moving my microphone so it's less in the way. Okay, so let's start off. Wait, it says claim rewards? No. Okay. Alright, let's start out with the new Archons. Rescue, Excavation, Showdown. Ugh. Why is there always an Excavation? Excavation seems to be the most common one. Give me, like, a survival or something. Survival, spy, something. Something. Okay.
Everything he does the job. Dead set.
Do I want an Ember Shard? Not really. The red and the blue ones all have consistent use. I have 15 ambers that are unused, and they're very niche. So I might not use them ever. Okay. So, first things first is a rescue. How am I going to rescue them? Very sloppily. So. Yeah. So, I think I'll be trying to transition to being more of... Sorry about the hurricane winds from my computer. Had some technical difficulties, that's why I'm slightly late. But for the most part, I'll be. I walked into a thing because I'm bad. I will be transitioning to a more roguelike focused channel. I'll start by including some daily runs of, you know, doing stupid things in Duviri. You know, just to have, like, if people enjoy listening to my nonsense, they'll, you know, so passively maybe put on my stuff. If they're interested in seeing anything else, then that's it too. I do have... I mean, I could also play Hollow Knight or something else like that. Really? It's always the last one. It's always one of the last ones. There we go. Making full use of the new highlight system. Feels really good. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's a new voice line. I haven't really done much of the new the Goth stuff. It's okay. It's just an exterminate with extra steps, right? Not only they are making it much easier to hear the bonus rewards, they're also making it way more explicit. For instance, it's marked on the map now. I'll show off Gath in a little bit, and some of the other mod setups. They're fairly interesting. I also need to play around with some of my robotics stuff a little bit more. Okay, so next one is excavation. Woo, excavation. So much fun. So much fun. So I'm gonna just quickly go through all of this. I'll help out Kahl, and then if anything goes awry, then that's what... So one of the changes that has happened to the Archons is that apparently they made like bursting them down not work anymore. So my stance on such things will always be the same, right? You shouldn't focus on the experience of the highest level players, because that is way too niche, right? Like, one of the worst things was like how bad the non-endgame players' experience was when fighting the Archons. And I don't... Like, if they made, like, fighting the Archons more difficult again for no reason, then, like, you... Realistically, don't look at your endgame for, like, how to balance the game. Because if you aren't, like, a high-spec player, the biggest issue is that you would originally have to fight the Archon for literally, like, hours, because you would tickle them. So, like, you probably want to resolve that, like, bad feeling before trying like, dealing with the endgame balance. You should probably focus down on general gameplay experience. It seems like I got a viewer somewhere. Hello there. So I'm just handling the, you know, the Archon hunt. Hey DJ. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I was talking more so about, like, how the devs have a vendetta for the, like, end game, like, the late game content being geared specifically for late game players, or they're balancing directly for them. And, you know, I fairly disagree with that. You shouldn't be designing your game around, like, the upper echelon of players. Like, that's a mistake that a lot of companies do. And I don't terribly appreciate. Like, oh, we don't want you to one-shot our bosses. Why do you care? Right? Because like, what percentage of people are one-shotting your bosses? Probably a lot smaller than the people that, like, had a really terrible first encounter with your bosses because it took, like, hours to do. But, yeah, I was also talking about how I'm planning to start doing some roguelike material. Yeah, like, I'm not saying you should ignore them, by the way, like, because they're still a very productive part of your player base. It's not always about challenge. It shouldn't ever be just about challenge. It should be about the experience. And there's a certain power fantasy, like, if the players figure out how to one-shot your boss, you should probably be congratulating them instead of punishing them, you know? Like, oh, we designed this so that our bosses don't get one-shot. What? Who cares? What are the bosses gonna do? Complain that they're getting one-shot? And, like, yeah. So I think I'll be. So I'm going to do a short series, or a series of shorts, I should say, on the list of things. That'll only happen. I'll probably only be publishing that once a week. So I can have a little bit of a backlog for them. I have 4 of them already ready. They'll be coming out every Wednesday. Otherwise, I will try to make sure that I record an episode of Dubiri, like me just doing Dubiri stuff, every day starting next week, as well as another game of some kind, trying out different roguelikes. If I like one, that'll be what I'll be doing my series on. Yeah, an achievement, like, because at the end of the day, like, online games like this, live service games like this, are all about farming, right? But, like, some of the farming experiences are so abysmal, right? Realistically, there isn't much reason for me to do this late game content other than, like, the end reward, right? Because this game mode here that I'm playing right now, I consider it torture. I don't like this game mode at all. Like, it's been fairly kind to me so far today, with it dropping a lot of those, a lot of these things over here. Because normally it takes a long time for those to drop. It's been fairly good lately. Or today. So yeah, and like another thing is I'm trying out the new pets, which is the new pet systems, I suppose, which has been fairly decent so far. Hey, Jared. Just complaining about general game things, you know. Like, what are your thoughts on like balancing like the newest content around the highest level of players? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of that, personally. I think you're playing with fire if you're explicitly focusing on, like, you know, the upper echelon of players instead of the general player experience. It's another case if, like, the game is competitive, but yeah. And also talking about how I'm trying, I will make a really concerted effort in publishing more videos, because I've started to see a lot of channel growth. I just need to keep up the momentum, because yeah, I've been past, like, my average views are going way higher than normal now, so that's just some behind the scenes things. I just need to keep it up, because, like, it's not, I guess I'm at the stage where I'm going to start passively accruing subscribers, which is fun. Like, an excellent model for that is Monster Hunter World, I think, where, like, 90% of the content is for the general public, right? It's very difficult content, but it's not, like, inaccessible. And then there is a part of the game that is just outright, like, nearly impossible for, not really, 90% of the population. Which is fine. Like, it's supposed to be a challenge, like Fatalis, right? It's outright impossible for a lot of people to do without, like, making a dedicated effort. And I think, like, that is fine. But Monster Hunter isn't a live service game, right? Where, like, Warframe is a live service game, you shouldn't be forced to, like, you know, play a certain way. Because, like, the alternative of playing the game fast is playing the game extremely slow. Right? Like, it literally takes like 75 minutes to like 3 hours to complete the fight if you weren't to, you know, do it normally. Or you weren't to do it optimally. It shouldn't take you 3 hours to do anything. Because that's a considerable amount of time for most people, not only adults. Yeah, but today I'm testing out like what changes they did to the combat system, because apparently they're supposed to make the boss more difficult to one-shot. I'm just getting to that boss right now. I mean, this is an annoying boss anyways. So, yeah.
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig sites.
So, one big update is that the pets don't die anymore. So they will auto-revive, which is kind of nice. So that's why I'm not picking up my pet. Really? Fine. Fine. Ooh, power carrier. Like, there are a lot of game feel problems with Warframe still that I think are more pressing than making sure that you don't one-shot the final boss, you know? Yeah, thank you. So let's see. You make yeah. Isn't it because of your hard work? I mean, it is there's definitely a large amount of like increasing interaction. So thank you very much for like constantly commenting on my nonsense. Because like my most recent video has like over 1,300 views now, which is much higher than my average. I've noticed that YouTube really likes extremely short content now, which is kind of silly. So I'm going to be focusing on making more shorts in addition to long form content. And then I will, you know, it's just basically trying to figure out like what is the secret sauce, because I don't got the same amount of knowledge. Because I'm not gonna, one thing that I'm not gonna do unless like I got a team behind me is I'm not gonna actively promote my stuff. Because like, for instance on Twitter, like I have almost 1,000 something followers now, right? And all of them are predatory. All of them are just looking to make a quick buck. Which is a little silly. I don't really care that they call it X at this point. I'm just kind of not playing that game. I barely use Twitter at this point anyway, so why should I care about what it's called now? You know. Yeah. What I mean is more so that the time in between, so I need to decrease the time in between me posting news content, as well as, like, the average number of views I'm getting is slowly increasing. Yeah. Like, I barely used Twitter to begin with, so it doesn't really matter to me. Yeah. I don't know how I sound in my recordings nowadays, though, because I got a brand new mic. Because, like, Discord me sounds way more different than stream me. So I'm making sure, you know, I get a little bit of quality here to fix that. Oh, my throat is so sore though. So yesterday, like, so that's all like the business stuff out of the way. So yesterday I went to try a buffet. And like, I arrived right at the beginning of service for lunch. I mean, it's all nonsense on that side, I feel. I don't, sometimes I don't even think people are real if I, like, go on Twitter, you know? Does that make sense? I wouldn't even say billboards, it's more like soapboxes. Because some people are so far into their own niche. Okay, let's change that out for you. Because you're actually modded. Alright. Let's grab the normal insta-kill setup. What about my buffering? Is there... Oh, right, I left my... How is all of that? Hang on, I just need to disable something. Because I can't see. So, how is my bitrate? Because I accidentally left it at, 5K. Normally I get by with, 2.5. Is it a little pixely? Oh, my buffet, See, so that's the thing I got rid of. The thing about chat is there's this little emoji thing. So I was trying out a buffet. So there was a group of people that lined up for the carving station, and the carving station's really, really slow. And the biggest issue that I had was, well, I didn't even have an issue. It's more so like observation. So, like, people were waiting for this carving station, and they just got this log of lamb that they're cutting at, and it clearly already looks dry as all balls, right? So they did have a roast beef available. That like was pre-sliced, was in like that you can just grab a bunch of. So like I just grabbed a whole ass thing of roast beef instead. Without like, so because no one's gonna care that I took like one of the 3 logs of roast beef, you know? Okay, I'm just grabbing some upgrades and then wrong way. Okay. Did I reload all of that? I did. So I should be going, yeah. Okay. And that should be reloading? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, yeah, apparently they nerfed the amount of damage that high-end builds can do against this thing. We'll see. It's not that I was good at fighting this guy anyways. It's a little bit of a pain. Let's get some energy. Okay, here he is. He should spawn now. I think I do still do a good amount of damage to the guy. I can see like a considerable drop in my damage compared to my norm, but he's still. It still seems like the pillows are aren't there.
But stolen deacon veils should allow you to deceive the barrier.
It's interesting. So like, it's still okay. Let's swap to you. Let's do that. Yeah. So there's a lot of interesting content coming out in the winter for Warframe. So if anyone wants to join me, right, I'd be totally down to have more people to play with. Well, it's all about like what you're trying to get out of the experience, right? And that's the problem with a lot of live service games, right? You can't really control for what your players want to do. That's why you need to go fairly wide a lot of the time. I mean, it probably wouldn't take you very long to catch up. In fact, there isn't much in the ways of catch up. And I am more than willing to help you out with the content. Yeah. Because they added ways of getting, what was it called? Orcan reactors without platinum. That you can consistently do. So you only really need to spend platinum on the slots. Well, they've had it actually for about 4 or 5 years now. 3 or 4 years, from what I understand. But they've been adding more and more ways. So I think, like, even though the game, like, in terms of like how much you need to do, is getting worse over time. They're trying to correct that too, just because of the sheer amount of content. The accessibility of all of the necessary mechanics are becoming more and more accessible. So reactors and supercharging no longer requires platinum. Like, there's ways to circumvent it. There are multiple ways of getting Forma and Rivens, as well as, well, if you don't really care for farming for, like, some of the alternative pieces of gear, like I have, like, most of the store equipment weapons are probably the strongest in the game. Like, hands down. So one of them is floating around and has arms. You can also scan for them. Where are you? Hello? So I need to take care of you guys. Don't mind me. This is just probably the most annoying phase. I'm just gonna start killing those. My way. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Yeah, it's still looking all right. Hey there, Ninja. How's it going? So I was just testing out the new damage pillows. It seems all right. Seems all right. There's also, I'm also testing out a couple of the new pet things, which could be fun. Like which ones? So just so you know, I've built most, if not all, of the frames so that they are end game viable. Hydroid is more than meta now, I think. If you have the right setup, he's probably the most, like, he's really easy to get into any content. Yeah, so I think I'm literally just missing 2 frames. Being, whatchamacallit, Excalibur Prime, which I'm not a well, I didn't pay for the founder pack, so I'm never gonna get. And Grendel Prime, which literally just came out. So I have experience with just about all the Warframes. So yeah, Hydroid recently got a rework, and that made him probably one of the most powerful anti-armor forces in the game. Yes, unfortunately, Puddle is gone. It would be nice if he just got like a mini Puddle, like that he could have when crouching as another section of his passive. Because let's be honest, some Warframes have like a literal essay for their passive, like Gauze, for instance. If you take a look at Gauze and then take a look at his abilities, let's take a look at his passive. Moving generates an electric current that fills Gauze's battery, recharges shield, and increases delay. That isn't the only thing. It also makes Mock Rush better, it makes Kinetic Plating better, it makes Thermal Sunder better, and it makes Redline work. So, like, he has a multi-part passive. Yeah. I mean, a bud and myself are trying to get back into Monster Hunter World because they haven't killed Elatrion or Fatalis. So, if you are down to play some, you can always shoot me a message. Yeah, so if you want to get back into Warframe, is there a particular guy that you want to play with? Listen, if you draw Puddle. So, the issue with that is that reincarnation abilities or resurrection abilities tend to be terrible. Uh, yeah. Like, for instance, Fatalis is like a guaranteed 30-minute fight. So yeah, so Puddle, yeah, I think the idea that they wanted to get rid of Puddle was because it was taking enemies out of combat, and that could really slow down the gameplay, and the game is really fast, right? Because there was a time when I think I sucked up like 300 enemies in my Puddle. So, Last Grasp is the only good resurrection ability. The issue with Warframe resurrection abilities is it makes it impossible to use Last Grasp. That is why that is why like resurrection abilities are bad. Yeah. But old school Warframes, um there's if there's a will, there's a way to make them work. And there's a lot of ways to make things work nowadays. So if you have an idea of something you want to try, I don't know what you mean by Ghost Scared Face 300. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing the Kahl mission next. It's for Jared, who hasn't played in a while. after you do a story mission, you can help this guy, like, save some of his brothers. And, recently he got buffed, so his missions should be shorter.
About time.
Yeah. 300 enemies. So those 300 enemies meant that no one could play the game. I think the most I've ever had sucked into Grendel was like 80.
Nobody around but Rex.
Yeah, I can feel his movement speed. Oh, my computer is a little jet engine right now. Oh, he's so much faster now.
This a thumper station. Thumpers.
He doesn't... The thing is, his animation, like, gives him stubby walking, though.
Sure. Some of your Grenier friends are locked up here, if you want to say hello.
And there. So let's see. Hellion kills, scavenge, Azul axes. So there's an axum right here. He jumps a little further. He dashes a little further. What is that? Oh, right! Right. They also added new weapons for him to pick up. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. No longer forced to use the Gotaka. The Grokata? Grokata. I see another Axum. I was already pretty fast at the call missions, so I'm not terribly concerned about, like, how fast I'm doing them. But man, he moves so much faster. Here, friend. Go ahead. Save yourself. Is there an Axum over there? No. Okay. What next? I still need Hellion kills, Azul Axums, Sprag. Thumper parts. Thumper parts will just happen. Sprag I'm doing now. I wonder if this still works. I used to use Impact to, like, deal with these guys.
But there is a shock mine. You might have enough juice to disable the gate. Maybe one of your brothers can.
Thank you, thank you. That was, like, I still feel that song was a little goofy. I'll probably make some of the other songs I'm working on public sooner or later. It's more so that, like, they're for something else. But I'm thinking about starting a channel for just doing some karaoke, some voiceover stuff. Okay, Sprag. I have fire now. That means I can put a dot on you. No, this is so much faster. So much better than Grakata.
She's completely shielded by her cloaked drones. Those shock mines might reveal them. You have to use yourself as bait. But you wouldn't catch me doing it. Take them out.
Much faster. Look at that. That's so good. So there should be another one like right here. So I'm working on a couple of videos at the moment. So I'll repeat this one more time because I think this is all yours I'm going to get for today. But like, yeah, gonna be trying to put out at least one short a week.
Now's your chance, Kahl.
Oh right, I'm not supposed to kill her. Because that seems to be the driving force in my growth, and I'll be trying to slowly transition the channel into doing more, what was it called? Roguelike content. What is this? Oh wait. Oh right, you can pick up credits now, or stocks. So you can get Styanax and things faster. And so you can get all the credits you ever need like in one sitting, because I think those respawn now. But that's like a quality of life thing, and I think that's a very good idea. Because before, it kind of sucked to have a Warframe that was locked behind a time gate. I'm just looking for Axums. Is that one? No. Okay. Because I think in the last week, when I posted barely, like I only posted like 1 or 2 videos. I got a bunch of subscribers from videos that I posted a long time ago. Like I've gotten 5 or 6, which is kind of something ridiculous to be getting passively, you know? Oh, I'm getting a 4th viewer. Hello there. Get more credits, stocks, what have you. Okay, so moving to the next stage, I think I want the Ogress. So let's see. So this is also nice because it also gives you an indication of where the things are. Oh no, it's the old Ogress now. I don't know if I like that. I'll give it a try. How bad could it be? Stab you. Yeah, so constantly working on new projects. I'm also trying to make sure I focus on like what projects I want to work on. Let's save some brothers. Oh, there we go.
Wake up. Killing time.
Yeah, so those are going to be nice because they'll mark out some guaranteed spots where you can get what should I call it? I think they're gene stamps? Yeah. Anyways, you know, just working on being alive. After this, I'm probably going to start a couple, you know, I'm going to have to work on making sure that I do things for myself.
Scrape you off the boot.
And there we go. That's another Helling kill. What is this? Gorvac. What is a Gorvac? I don't remember that at all. Okay. Go this way. Oh, the movement speed is so good now. I think I like the Ignis better though. This has a couple too many steps for me.
That one. The thumper. Lots of weapons on that thing.
This one dead.
I'm sure they're all dead, Kahl. Look at this place.
that. So, do I have anything else? Just be deathless. Okay. That means I could just run through the rest of it. There's a couple brothers. They just found me too late. I don't care anymore. I used to rescue all of them, but like, it gets really buggy if you have like more than 4 or 5 of them. Still can't move faster than that. Circle and circle. Anti-tank weapon.
This make big boom.
Across that rope bridge.
Call can carry. Warm thumper. Chipper one.
Torcore. Okay. Okay.
Behind armor.
So moving on ahead.
I am learning so much.
You can shoot the little shrimplets for grenades. I don't know what's their obsession with making boss fights last longer. It's like, I don't think anyone finds that fun.
Heavy gun emplacements. I suggest you use them.
Okay. Oh, I'm stuck. Come on. Still a little sticky. They've rolled out. Oh my god, stop jumping over there, please. Did I hit you? Yes. Okay. So, yeah, I'll be moving into doing some roguelike content because they should be fairly nice for getting like a lot of content out. I've been starting to do some of my reading content as well. I just haven't published any of the videos yet, which is my own fault. Because there's one thing I want to do before the end of the month that I promised my family that I'd do before moving on to other projects. Oh my god, really? You're gonna... They shouldn't be allowed to jump behind stuff like that. That's just so annoying. And... Bob's your... I think of all the missions as of late, this is one of the ones I've done the most of.
Place.
Ugh.
And
Okay.
not die.
So having the Ignis is probably going to be like a big step up in damage for a lot of foes.
Keep your heads and biceps inside.
I still need to do my Zarman stuff before the daily rollover. So that's what I'm going to cover next. Yeah, because I don't have anything to feed Yonta. Okay. Void Cascade, Void Armageddon. Void Cascade is not fun. No, it's okay. It's 250 enemies though. That's too long. Mobile defense? Sure. Whatever. So let's see. Do that. So one thing I can do. So I'm gonna change this guy out for Grungle. So Grungle should be. Oh wait, no. Hang on. I have my bird. So let's see. Let's take a look at their preset mods. Stasis field. Onside all projectiles. Okay. Hard engage. Shield charger. Anyway. Every 10 seconds it knocks down nearby enemies, I can force them to do it more often. Sorry about the person coughing in the background. They don't know how to brush their teeth. Tractor beam. Blast shield. Overshield's increased by 3,000. 30 impact damage and knocking them down. Others within 5 meters. Resets overshield. Okay, let's just stick with Grunkle. Let's give Grungle an upgrade. So reflex denial is fun. It 12 meters isn't that good enough though. Let's make sure he just stays alive. How about that? I think that's not diversified. Wait, what? Do I not have the other denial? I thought I got it. Because from this guy... I still don't have it. Okay. Never mind. Repo audit. That's okay. Synergize proboscis is what I wanted from this guy anyways. Okay. Grungle. Let's do this. Actually, he doesn't need to do electricity anymore. He does like electricity and magnetic already. Sorry, I'm taking so long. Just wanna play with something, you know. So one thing I want to do is make sure that he has synth deconstruct. Yeah. Okay, so as long as he helps. Loyal companion. Loyal companion would be nice. Contagious bond. I don't know if this is helping or not. So I'll place a synth deconstruct. Okay. You don't need to worry about all that nonsense. Oh, I brought the full arcs with me. Oh well. So, for those who are uninitiated, these kind of missions, like, they're okay. I can get them over with nice and fast. Get my rewards. I'm looking for 2 pedestal thing or 2 like billboard things, and then 1 angel. As in addition to all of the things. No angel here. No thing here. Okay. So, I mean, it's gonna be fairly simple. You just sit around, things happen.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
Yeah, oh, I can shoot my pet to make them do a lot of extra damage. It's kind of funny. It's a little bit in the way.
System's clean. Great work. Keep moving.
Okay, just gonna keep moving forward. I'm just gonna do my dailies for today, and then I think I'll bow out for the day. Trying to keep things nice and short. There's just a lot of things I want to keep working on and doing. Yeah, so is there one here? No. Unfortunate.
There's a terminal. Plug in the thingy and keep it in
No angel? That means it's in the last room.
Okay. Scrubbing the system.
Oh yeah, in case Ninja's still around, the new, like, setups for the robotic units makes, what was it called? Galvanized galvanized damage mods way better. Like, way better.
Keep defending, please.
Because your pet can now essentially put a whole lot of status ailments on a bunch of enemies that you don't normally do. Of course, it scales better in the late game because that's how Warframe works, but
This system's back online.
okay, I haven't found a single, like, America board. I'm just gonna check down here. No, it's never in this room. There could be some, like, goodies over here. Normally there's, like, 2 or 3 goodies here, but oh well. I want to wrap things up a little bit earlier today. Like I said, lots of things. Still in America, really? Just bad luck. So that means America's, like, in this room. And then this is also here. I'm stuck.
Attendance, as you can see, being a student is the easy part.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, lots of things I want to do. I want to make sure that I give myself enough time to do them. But I also gotta focus, right? I shouldn't be doing, like, 11 things at the same time. And I think that should go without saying. I'm gonna just check here. Any noise? No. Is there an angel? Oh, come on. Burn you to death. So there should be an angel in this room. There's also America in this room somewhere, or at least close by. I don't think I've ever seen an angel in this room. Nope, never mind. There it is.
Was a dormant void angel. Now
3 seconds, plenty of time. Okay, this is not where the America thing is. It might be down here. Yeah, it's down here. I'm almost certain. Which would be right around here? No. What?
You just brought an entire sector back to functionality.
It was here.
It's a well-earned break.
And then deal with the angel. Rude. Why am I attacking so fast? This is a lot faster than normal. Am I getting a buff from my pet? That'd be funny. So I go down here. There we go.
Angel's trying to retreat into the void so
Hop, hop.
Body and soul.
Hop, hop. Oh, didn't want that. That's a little annoying. There we go. All done. That should be enough for dilly-dallying for today. Gave me effectively 7 quills.
If the up, I had the Albrecht Intrati dream
Trade for
again.
void
It's
plumes.
always the same. I asked,
Sure.
if you have specimens, I'm deeply interested.
And sure. I don't like getting rid of my lanthorns like this, but it's also like, what else am I going to use them for? So I do that, and I do that. How much am I at? So if I do one of these, and one of these, I'm capped. So let's redeem. All right. That's it for today. Okay. I should probably show how Profit Taker should go. Deploy Spectre. Sending commissions. Okay. I'll do Profit Taker. Because that's not more than like 5-10 minutes. The rest of these will take some time, so I will likely do them off stream. Except for the Spectre one. The Spectre one I'll do right away. I just need to set up for it. And then I'll be done for the day. Because I need to take my puppy out. He gets really upset around this time. And yeah. So let's swap you out. Oh, right, I want to swap this thing out. Yeah. No problem. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'll be done in just a moment after I finished all of this, but okay, so let's grab the Prisma. It does viral blast and heat, while this does corrosive cold. And okay, that should cover more than enough damage types. Okay, so I guess I'm killing the Prophet Taker, because it's not every day they ask you to kill that. Okay, fast travel, little duck. Let's clean this up.
Sparky.
Prophet Taker.
We're all here. Let's get started.
And begin, so I can just click through all of this. And then, yeah, let's head out. Let's fight us a big orb. So I know it's possible to one-shot the Prophet Taker. Well, almost one-shot the Prophet Taker. I'm not too fussed about this boss to really care. If only the like manifold bond worked on more than just pets. Or more than just robotic pets. Because if it worked on biological pets, that'd be so good. It'd be so good. Okay, which way am I heading, game? There. Okay.
Once that mother hits the overcharge radius, we're done for. No second chances.
Okay, what is she vulnerable to? Slash. I technically have a dagger on me. Is this doing anything? Viral? Okay. Magnetic, something I don't have. Blast. Wait, this doesn't do last? I need to swap it back. Gas, don't have that. Hold, I have that. Toxin, don't got that. Corrosive, have that. Electric. Don't have that. I also need to. Radiation, got that. Need here. And where did they go? It's a little bit of a hectic fight. Once you've kind of gotten the hang of it, it's okay though. That should do it. No? Okay. And then we swap back to you. That's 50%. Now I have to knock down his shields again. I need to hook a dude. You. Come on. Okay, hook it. There we go. More impact damage. I should probably have better weapons for this kind of stuff. Heat is here. Oop. No longer heat. Okay, what's... I also haven't memorized like the cycle slash. I guess. How is this not doing slash? So weird. Viral. Magnetic. Blast. And this guy's coming down. And then I need some healing. There we go. Oh, right, I need to shoot you. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, no, I missed it. I've never done that before. It's just, I just don't do this fight very often. There we go. Swap. Jump. Transform. Avoid being shot by things. Still avoid being shot by things. Okay, now I need to do this one last time. What do you mean? I do ice damage. It's like literally 50% of damage every frozen. What? Oh no, there's one more. Electric, don't have. Radiation, that's from you. Piercing, that's you. I have 5 minutes now. That begins the 5-minute countdown. You need to go if you're reducing HP. And I just need a recharge. You are my HP battery now. And come on. Heat. Do that, do that. Swap to you. Slash. Not gonna play with that game. Barrel. Fire, 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 and oh right, because my HP is low, that's why. Interesting. There we go. That's all the rewards necessary. And, yeah.
Come in there, Tenor. Rip out anything you think might help our cause.
So, nice thing about doing that fight is, like, just gives you a bunch of resources, a lot of debt bonds and whatnot. The problem is, like, by the time you hit this point, debt bonds are kind of, like, worthless. Yeah, like, debt bond, debt bond, debt bond. Woo, guaranteed debt bonds, but, like, if you can't taxi people to it, I don't see the point of ever doing that. That should be that.
Shall we?
Halls of Ascension. Or, like, Syndicate missions. I forgot the Spectre. We'll just head out, do the Spectre, leave. Do, 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 do. Okay, which Spectre am I gonna throw? I don't have anyone on call. Do I not have any? Oh, there we go. Moa Spectre. Okay, done. Alright.
It's true. But
Moa Spectres are nice because they're always Arctic Exomite. So if you want to block, like, fire from a direction, that's always a choice you can make. Okay. So that's gonna wrap it up for today. Things are gonna start getting busy for me, so I'm going to make sure that I at least do this one stream a week. But unless anything comes up. So there is a dev stream this week, so if I plan correctly, I might be able to stream it, but no promises there. Anyways, as always, thank you all for watching. Ta-ta for now.